Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing? Just give it a minute or two. A few more people join. Morning, Ashok. Let me know, guys, if that you can hear me all right, that the music's not too loud. Just give us a thumbs up. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Midweek Market Meetup. Hope everyone's doing well. Marcus, good morning. Gangjong, good morning. Fayaz, good morning. Ashok, double thumbs up. Thank you, buddy. Heidi, good morning. Jerome, how you doing today, buddy? All right, let's move on over to the calendar. You'll notice also, guys, that in the description, in the chat, I posted a link to Kimvesco's stream. So he'll be running a stream this morning for his one shot, one kill method to look to pass or expedite evals using the CPI news at 8:30. So be sure to go over and check out Kimvesco's channel and give him a follow. I'll be over there watching the stream, and I will be also attempting to expedite. I'm only just going to try one account today, a 250k Apex account, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully I have better luck than NFP last week. Nice, good on you guys. So yeah, obviously we have CPI this morning, so we'll let this play out, have an attempt at expediting, and then we will start looking for a position. There's no point in trying to look for a position prior to, and even any analysis we do now would be definitely worth revisiting once the news drops, because the news of this type, this high impact news, will likely or could undo any analysis that we look at here this morning. Let's jump over to the charts. So over on NQ, feel free, guys, as well to just throw any comments or questions in the chat. Happy to answer them as we go, and we can also revisit them at the end of the stream or at the back end of the stream as well. Please also give the channel a sub and the video a like. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before Christmas. Would be amazing to get some help with that, guys. Would be a great Christmas present. Me and my wife don't do Christmas presents, so that would be a great great present for myself. All right. So yesterday we had a bearish bias for NQ, and we did in fact get a bearish close. The way this candle played actually gave opportunities in both directions. We will have a quick look at those. As price currently sits, we are in this bullish FEG, and we did a really good job of respecting this level as well. We also swept this low, and we were able to close back inside this low. We didn't quite close back inside the range of Monday, which would have given me more confidence for bullish price action today. However, we are moving from a bullish point of interest, and we did respect that level quite well. So again, I'll be looking for if we do run higher, I'll be looking for price to respect the 50% level of this seller's wick. If price does respect that level, then we're looking for something like this to occur, or we just push straight through and do something like this. So I'm going to run with the bullish bias on account of the fact we are inside this bullish FEG, and we have respected that quite well. Jerome would love for us to take a quick look at London this morning. I'm interested to know if PA provided something you would be interested to take. 1 minute time frame. Okay, we'll get down to that. Generally speaking, I mean, you can see how this, have a look at the wick, the current candle for today. Is that not, I mean, that tells a story in itself. Prior to CPI, which is possibly the highest impact news event of the month. So let's duck down to the hourly. Morning, Kim Vesco. How you doing, buddy? The stub is live. So we had this bearish change in the state of delivery, and it's continued to remain respected. We also couldn't find a way through this bearish FEG here, quite a displacement lower, and this was also, if we look across to the left, a balanced price range as well. Prices move lower, and again we are respecting bearish PD arrays. So we do not have a bullish change in the state of delivery just yet. Quite a strong candle closure here for this 3 o'clock candle from yesterday. Quite a large buyer's wick, and closed back inside the range of the 2 o'clock candle, you know, signifying potential bullish price action. We did see straight away price started to chop up higher. It's not clean though. So unless we see a bullish change in the state of delivery, something like this, obviously our unicorn model would play a part in that with displacement through, then from an hourly structure, it's still on the bearish side. And of course, we do have a lot of low resistance liquidity here. So when your daily bias and your narrative and logic don't align, what do you reckon you might do? I know what I'd do is just remain patient. So we did see it close through this -2, and price did reach down to the -4. So this you could look at as bias target complete, and we have seen a retracement here. But again, until we see a bullish change in the state of delivery, this still looks like it's a sell model, and we just have so much low resistance liquidity. This low looks significant for me. It stands out. We have a large buyer's wick here as well, and it's inside this large bullish FVG. So that's a level that it just stands out for me, and that's what I look for. Let's move down to the 1 minute. I'll just jump straight to the 1 minute for Jerome and have a look. Oh, here we go. See, when you look for your entry function, it should just stand out. And as soon as we drop to the 1 minute, we can see this formation here. It's inside the kill zone. Where's our kill zone start? Back here, 2 o'clock. So 2 a.m. is the start of the kill zone. We have our breaker plus an FVG aligned. We have the FVG here. We also have another little one here as well. Stop hunt. So we've got all the components. For our unicorn model, we swept Asia low. Okay, so that's our point of interest, the session low. We swept that, put in a stop hunt. We have our breaker, and you can see price, once we close through, you would have likely put a order in, and price sold off a little bit initially, but you would have been safe even if you had a tight stop. I always give a little bit of breathing room. We'll look for a logical level, so I'd even put it below this low. There's no wick there, but and easily achieve 2R on that trade. So yeah, nice trade there for London. If you traded the 1 minute, did you happen to take this, Jerome? So we'll have a look at ES now. So having a look at ES, slightly different story to NQ, and in my opinion, the weaker of the two. ES had a clear closure below the previous day's low, and we don't have any real support through here. Now I only use the daily for bias, so others might use the 4 hour and they might see something that I'm not, but I only use the daily, and you know, we just have all this low resistance liquidity all the way through here. The next level really is this low here. Possibly, I mean, this isn't a swing point here, but there is no wick to the downside here, so that we have a draw point. Working in the way of trading, that's no good. No good at all. Yeah, no, it would have been a nice trade. I don't actually trade the 1 minute, but or very rarely I do. So with this, we see here we had Friday closed inside the range of Thursday. So this was starting to signify potential move lower, and then Monday, strong and decisive move, and closed through this bullish FEG. So we invalidated this level. So that's why yesterday, even though coming into the market, price had already swept Monday's low, I remained bearish. And looking at this structure here, I'm also looking to be bearish. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Sorry, give me 1 sec, guys. My young fella just woke up. Hang on. I'm back. Sorry, guys, about that. I'm home alone tonight. My wife is working a late shift today, so it's just me and the boy. All right, where were we? So I think I was saying this is where it gets a little bit tricky because, you know, obviously we've got a bullish bias on NQ. And I'm now going to say that I want to see price continue to move lower for ES. And that's okay. It's all right to have opposing biases. You've just got to look at what the chart's telling you. Now, what might happen is ES might actually bring NQ down with it. I'll just play and see what the chart tells me at the time. Let's drop down to the hourly. So again, we had a bearish bias yesterday. And if we just, we don't want to, we can delete that. Delete that. So that's what I was looking at yesterday. And it actually played out perfectly. So this was given to the group in the Unicorn University prior to market open. If we went to replay, it was about here somewhere, 6 or 7, maybe 6 o'clock is when the information was provided. And we had our targets laid out. Now, because it's a failure swing here, I use the failure swing to draw out the projections. And we can see price tapped right into that level. Now, again, we don't see a bullish change in the state of delivery. So I'm going to remain bearish until such time as we do. And not to say we won't push up, we could definitely push up with CPI, but then we may continue to move lower from there. When we reach the -2 to 2.5 region, we can expect consolidation, which is exactly what we've got here, or retracement. Once we close through, so if price does move through and we get a closure, then we can look to target the -4. And if we have a look, that's that low that I was talking about, which is pretty well aligned on the daily with this -4. So a good area to target. I do like these relative equal lows here as well. So there's plenty to tell us it may move lower today. Let's jump over to oil. Oil's been chopping around a little bit. We are moving from this low. We can see once we swept that low, prices, even though this was quite a strong closure below, price managed to find its way back up and we've continued to move higher. So we could be looking at classic expansion week. We've got Monday with the low in here. And this would be the level I'd be looking for price to reach towards. And if we do continue to expand, then look for potentially a TGIF for Friday. So we get that open, low, high close for the weekly formation. Also on oil, we do have inventories today at 10:30. So if you are trading oil and you happen to be in a position prior to 10:30, I would highly recommend or suggest that you exit that position before inventories. Personally, I like to wait for inventories and then see what is on offer and look for a position to take. So I'm going to stay bullish for oil. If we look at this range here, this dealing range, we are getting displacement beyond the 50% level now as well. So price did respect that yesterday, as we can see, and the previous day, but we are getting displacement through there now. inside day for ES. Oksana, hello, good morning. Yeah, expect it to be choppy until CPI, and then CPI should bring that volatility that we're looking for. So we had a failure swing here. Again, I'd be using the failure swing to run my projections. Changing the state of delivery. And we've been just steadily grinding away, moving higher. We've continued to respect bullish PD arrays. Nice moves out of the FVG here, off the lows. And even this through here, if we have a look, is a continuation unicorn. We have a breakaway gap, very tiny, but there is a gap there, and then we have an FVG aligned as well. What does price do? Taps straight into it and bounces off. Again, we could use this for our projections too. We have this low resistance liquidity here for price to reach up towards. And we can see the -4 from this projection is very much aligned with the -2 from this projection here. So there's some confluence here for price to continue to run higher. So here we are on the daily for Euro futures. We'll see after we swept this high, price closed back inside the range of the Thursday candle. So this was Friday, closed back inside the range, giving us insight into price delivery. And we can see price has sold off continually for this week so far. And this low resistance liquidity here does draw my eye. So I might drop down to the hourly. So Monday high of the week. Be looking to see if it is an expansion week with a reversal on Friday. So let's run with a bearish bias. Looking at that as a weekly profile. So when I ran the projections here, I didn't include the wick because it's so large. I just used the body because it's just not clean through here. I just used the body of the highest up close candle here to run out projections. You can see we've just about reached that -4. But price does continue to move lower here. We're getting a nice reaction out of this bearish FEG currently. There's still half an hour or just under half an hour until this candle closes, but if we see this hourly candle close inside the range of the previous candle, then certainly I'd anticipate price to move lower, especially as it's come out of this bearish point of interest. I'll check out gold. So we had a fair bit of chop here on gold. We pushed out of this bullish FEG up into this bearish FEG, and then really chopped around. We then swept the lows here, and it finally made some sort of a move higher. Now we do have a breakaway gap here, so this is giving me insight to order flow. And what I'm looking for is for this high as the draw on liquidity. So we swept the lows here, we reached back into this bullish FEG, and then we've started to move higher. And we could still see price today do something like this, fill some of this gap before we continue back higher. So from a daily perspective, I'm anticipating higher prices. We'll drop to the hourly. I've still got replay there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So we got our reversal pattern here. And this again gives us insight to what price is likely to do. You can see how the bullish breaker here supported price through this chop. And then we've moved higher. Another example of how price reacts to the -2 to 2.5. You can see that as soon as we tapped in, we had a reversal. We found support in this bullish FEG, and then we were able to continue to move higher. Once we got the close through, then so on this candle here, once that closes through this -2.5, that's where we can anticipate price to reach to the -4, and it's done exactly that. Expected to see a reversal here, or retracement rather. We don't have a change in the state of delivery just yet. We are building some low resistance liquidity here though, look at that. So we don't have that change in the state of delivery. We're remaining bullish because the trend is your friend. So we'll stick with the trend. We don't have that change in the state of delivery just yet. So if price can continue higher here, then we can look for that daily high being our next target. And there has been some really nice price action on gold over the last couple of days, especially during Asia. I don't know if anyone's picked up on it, but not so much today, but actually there might have been something today. Let's have a quick look. Nothing clean, but the last couple of days have seen some really nice unicorns through Asia session as well. Certainly an asset that I'm going to watch a little bit more closely during Asia. I am awake then, so I do check it out from time to time. Let's go and have a look at Dixie on the daily. So price moved out of this bullish FEG here. And we had that nice reaction. And again, you can see how the closure inside the previous day's candle gave us insight to order flow, and we ran bullish since Friday. We've now swept the highs. So I'll be looking for price to run back and look to rebalance this imbalance here. What did I say? Obviously I missed something. We'll debrief later. Confesco. Jerome obviously got it. Now what we do see is we have what could potentially be a bullish breaker with a unicorn. If price does close beyond this level, we do have an FEG aligned, and obviously we see our stop hunt here. So if price does show a willingness to move higher and we get a close beyond, then we could utilize this information here to potentially see price run higher even more so. Jump over to GU. So we see on GU that we had a bullish unicorn. So we've got the reversal here on the daily. So it's a daily bullish unicorn. Price is still respecting that level, but we are just chopping around. So we've come out of a bearish FEG, but we're also respecting this opposing candle, this order block here. We can see how price has continued to bounce off of that for the last 4 days. And we're also respecting the 50% level of this seller's wick. So it's just choppy. I'd really like to see price choose a side of the range. This is also a double sweep, so it's swept both sides of the previous day's candle. We did sweep this low so that we could see price run higher. And if we are using the most recent information, then this is the most recent information. We have swept a swing low, being a bullish point of interest. So that would be a bullish bias on the daily. Should we have a look at some crypto? If anyone's interested in crypto, let's see Bitcoin here. I marked this out a few days ago. So this strong buyer's wick, use this as a point of interest, the 50% level. We can see price, when we had this sell-off, did react to this level and moved higher. Again, price did the same thing, pushed down, respected this level and moved higher. And we can see today price has started to take off a little bit. Have these relative equal highs here. To look for the draw on liquidity, see if we can get back up here, and then look for price to move and see if we can get to new all-time highs. How about Ethereum? Ethereum swept a low here. That low, actually I'm just going to clean that up. So all the concepts we use for futures and Forex apply to crypto as well. So we swept the low inside a bullish FEG and price rallied higher. We have continued to respect that level, and we are seeing price move higher today. What will be interesting is if price does move higher today, how will it react to this bearish FEG? Especially when it looks like it's building this liquidity through here. December is generally a good month for crypto, so hopefully it keeps moving higher. Is there anything you guys want me to have a look at before we start wrapping up? Just drop it in the chat. NQ printed another unicorn on the 1 minute around 6:30 off of London high. Not to be well with data, but it's nice to see. Nice target at the buy side of the curve. Let's go have a look. Here we go. This one here, Jerome. Gee, it was a nice tap in too. I love these ones. You know what? You know, very little drawdown. Not even a point of drawdown. And then we just move away rapidly. Really nice. I mean, yeah, you could have got a nice 3.5 R there. Yeah, no drawing. Yeah, no drawdown. Definitely my favorite too. Will I expedite today? Yes. If you guys weren't at the beginning of the stream, jump into the chat. If you scroll to the top, I have a link there to Kim Vesco's channel, Day Trading Realtor, and he will be going live this morning. Is that at 8 o'clock? Kim Vesco, is that at 8? And I'll be watching his stream, and I'm going to expedite a 250k Apex account. And I really hope it performs better than last week's NFP. Hey Justin, good morning. We're just about wrapping up here, but we do this every Wednesday for the midweek market meetup. So thanks for joining, buddy. Thanks for subscribing. As I mentioned, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before Christmas hits, and there might be something special in store for the group. If I hit 1,000 subs before Christmas, there might be something special in store. There might be a giveaway. I'm working on that right now. Can I repost the link? Let's have a look. There you go. It should be that one. Let's go 1K. Yeah, let's go. Thanks, buddy. Live from 8. Perfect. Yeah, so tune in live from 8 with my man Kim Vesco. And make sure you sub to his channel too, guys. He's a wealth of knowledge and just a genuinely top bloke. So, and full of information and clearly jokes that I don't understand. Marcus wants to have a quick look at Russell. Let's go and have a look at Russell. So looking at what I've obviously previously marked up here from, oh, it might have been yesterday. Looks like we're starting to mitigate this bullish FEG here. We've now got to close below the consequent encroachment. Thanks, Leo. And again, we get a candle closure inside the range of the previous day's candle. Again, closed below. So to me, it looks like we are going to continue lower here. And if we look at this dealing range, the 50% level, that's why I've got this bullish FEG marked out, because it's in a discount of the range. So I'll be looking to see if price does something like this. And I'm sure the hourly, let's have a look at the hourly. So yeah, there's no change in the state of delivery here just yet. There's potential if this candle, this current candle, if that's able to close beyond this level, we do have displacement. But in saying that, I mean, so this always stands out for me. When you get all these little failure swings, that is liquidity just being built, you know, possibly for CPI. So it definitely looks like liquidity being built here. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I quite enjoy doing these midweek market meetups. I'm still hoping to do a live stream for London one day a week. If possible, I'm still aiming to try and do one this week. It just depends on the scheduling with my wife's work, because London falls around school pickup and things like that and family time. So I just need to make sure I can work that. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but I'm going to try and do it on Friday rather. So we'll try and do a London stream on Friday. So keep those notifications on, and I'll keep you posted. All right, guys. If there's nothing else anyone wants to look at right now, we'll jump off. We'll get ready for Kim's stream, which will be kicking off very shortly. So we'll let everyone have some time to get ready for that. Good luck if you're going to one shot, one kill. Hey, Krypton. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Good luck if you are going to one shot, one kill. And have a good Wednesday. We will see you later on. Bye for now.